Hello, welcome to another video tutorial. This is Cecile from Tech Consulting. In today's tutorial, we will be looking at these 4 topics: the wget command, user account path, creating links, and su command. So let's dive right into them one after the other. The wget command, what does it mean? Wget means wget. What is it? It is used to download files from websites into the Unix or Linux server. And wget is written in this format. So we have the command wget, then the URL of the website or the file from whatever site you want to download from. For example, let's say I want to download a file from our class website. So I'm going to write wget, so I'm going to download, and bring the class website. So I want to download this class note written on week 3. So I'm going to copy this link, I'm going to copy that link. So it's going to be wget and the link. For right now it's so long, so this file called wk3 underscore day1.txt is the file we're trying to download. So in our Linux server, we will place that file right in, next to the, that URL for the file next to the wget command to download that file into our Linux server. Okay, so let's go into our server and try that out and see how it works. I'm going to bring up my Linux server. Now, wget being the tool or command that it is, whatever file you're trying to, or URL file you're trying to copy, or you're trying to wget into your Linux server. In Linux, you may have to write all the link, the URL. You have to write all of this one after, like, take a look at it. HTTP, HTTPS, blah blah blah. Write all of this down in the server. You cannot copy and paste. Okay, you cannot copy and paste in this environment. But the only way to copy and paste is copy and paste that URL next to wget command if we use PuTTY. Okay, say for example, I want to use this URL. I'll put wget in my server like this. So let me clear the screen. Okay, start afresh. I'm going to put wget and then the URL right here. In that example, HTTPS this 2/www. Tech Consulting, blah blah blah, keeps going. Okay, it keeps going. That's how we're gonna do it if you're working in this environment. If you're working directly from the command prompts, from the terminal. But if you're using PuTTY, then you can copy and just paste. So I'm gonna bring up my PuTTY right here, and I need to get the IP address of this server to do PuTTY. What's the command? ifconfig -a and that's my IP address right there. So I'm going to put in that IP address into my body, 10.191.56.66. That's one heck of an IP address. It's not going to body. Something's not right. Then, yeah, this is the IP address right here. Then 191.56. Okay, it ain't body. Let's see. Let's try to troubleshoot that issue. This is a good example right here. So let's try to troubleshoot. Let's see if the system is connected to the internet. Ping 8.8.8. This is an IP address you can always ping to check connectivity. This for 8 digits. It's a Google IP address of any Google server. So you can always ping that, and it gives, if it gives positive results, you see, it didn't go through. So this server has no internet. It's a destination host unreachable. So this server is not connected to the internet. But right here it shows connected. So because it's VMware, one of the things I can do is go back and check. I have to go back and check if the check the settings, check network. If it's breached, it shows it is breached. That is, I guess that's the right NIC card for my system. I may have to restart the server. Maybe that's not the right NIC card. So I'm gonna restart the system and see if that fixes the problem. If not, then I have to troubleshoot to make sure the system is connected to the internet. To restart the system, I typed in a command called init6. We're going to look at that subsequently. Init6. This is what I typed to restart the system. Init6. It is a run level. We're going to look at run levels later in one of our future classes. So while my server is restarting, I also practice wget. Let's look at the next topic, which is user account path. User account path is the location where a user's commands are stored. That's what this means. Which means that the commands which we've been learning and the future commands we're going to learn, they are stored somewhere in the server. Okay. There is a folder or file that contains the commands, and the path to which those commands are stored is what we're calling user account path. So it's the location where the user's commands are stored. For super or root user, they are stored differently from regular users. Okay, so let me give us a note to that. User account path, it is the location where the users commands are stored. There are two major paths. We have user mode path and admin path. Okay, so user mode path so this path contains user mode commands, right? User mode commands, and note that these commands cannot modify the system, and we can use it to do major changes or modifications in the server. Okay, unlike the admin path commands, they can modify the system. Also, in the user mode path, the commands are stored in the user bin. They're reflected with just a $sign. So that's regular user we're talking about right here. And the path is user bin. The next one is the user admin path. Admin path it has two paths. Okay, that's the user SB and user bin. So which means the admin path has access to all the commands stored in user bin, which is the same path for user mode, with this user bin. So regular users have their commands stored in user bin. This is a path. The commands are actually in the bin directory, and the bin directory is in the user directory, just so we know. Now, when the admin or super user has access to this same path which the regular users have, but he has another command path which is called user sbin, okay, which regular users have no access to. So that's why the super user admin has this great privilege, double privilege. Okay, let me put this right here. Okay. And no admin, uses with the symbol. So okay, let's keep going. So still under the admin path, there's another user bin. So user sbin contains admin commands. Now the command to display your path Linux is echo $ all uppercase path. The command right there. Echo $ uppercase path. Take my server. Okay, my server is up. Server is back. Let me log in. Sign in. Root. Oops. Okay, so also in the command to display your path, this is the command right here, echo and $path. So we're saying echo display. Remember we saw the echo command before, just display on the screen for us to see. Let me bring in my terminal, bring up my terminal. Okay, so let's try to check my IP again. Okay, now I got see my IP now is different, so I guess my system now is connected to the internet. Let's ping the Google server again, and now it gives me positive ping. So because I didn't shut down the system before, that's why it didn't work. I just restarted it and it works. So my IP address right here. This is my IP right here, 10.0.0.97. So I'm going to use that IP to party into this server. We'll bring up party. I'm going to move session 10.0.0.97. I'm logging in as root into that server via party. So I don't need the server anymore. It's going to minimize that and use a black screen. So this is, see how beautiful party is. So this server can be sitting somewhere far away and I just put into it. So back to wget. So we're saying wget is a tool used to download files from a website into a Linux server, okay? And to do that, we just wget, then they put in the URL. Like in this example, wget, then all of this. I have access to this file, this last portion that ends with a .txt. So I'm going to wget this file into my Linux server. But before I do it, for us to better see, I'm going to move into a new folder, create a new directory, move into that directory, then wget that file from the class website into that directory in the server. So let's verify where I am right now. I'm in root. I'm going to ls to see all the directories and files in my root. There they are. I'm going to create a new directory called practice, and hit an arrow if you know the command to create a directory. Practice, hit enter, ls again, and there's practice. It wasn't there before, there it is now. So I'm going to move into that directory. To do that, use cd into practice, pwd. I'm sitting in practice right there. See, so when you do something, you verify. So while in practice, let's wget. So I'm going to bring back up the class website and copy this file called class note. I'm going to click on it to open it in the browser, and I just highlight this URL. I copy it, hope you're seeing. Put this browser back onto the site, come to my body, go to the server via body, type in the command wget, and then I paste. To paste on your mouse, you just right click and link the URL will be pasted right there. So on your mouse, after you've copied the thing, you bring it in body. In Windows, we would right click and then then you left click now to paste. But in the Linux server, where the cursor is, I just right click on the mouse and it automatically pastes the link that was copied, or the URL. Now I hit enter, and there it is. So it says resolving wget connecting to unable to establish SSL connection. Let's see if that file was copied. Given all these messages, it's telling us, let's still verify if the file was copied. It looks like it actually was, from this line that I'm seeing right here. So I'm going to ls and that's LA. So the file wasn't copied. Yeah, because I was unable to establish. We need a secure connection. Okay, let's see if we can copy another file. I can troubleshoot and figure out why I didn't copy, but for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to do that now. That's another session. Now let me try one more time. So wget and paste. And I was practicing this in my home server. It didn't work. On the server, guess I know why I didn't copy. It gave me that error message, SSL security and all of that security measures, which needs to be taken care of. Let's try with another file system ports 2. Let me try with this one to copy, put it to the side. So server was at sleep. So wget hit enter. Unable to establish SSL connection. That is why you can copy. See, because of this line right there. But I'm able to port into the server, so it should work. But unable to establish SSL. That's coming from the server where my website is sitting. Expected Consulting website. It has to do with my hosting company. I might as well just use another server, my server in-house, and see if this works. I believe it's going to work. Troubleshooting this right now will be time consuming, and I don't want to digress away from topics for this video. So let's move on. Okay. So with the user account part, we say it is the location where the user's commands are stored. There are two major parts: the user mode path and the admin path. And we said the user mode part is the part that contains user mode commands. Note that these commands cannot modify the system. In other words, all of this is referring to a regular user, account that was created by the admin. The regular user has limited commands or access to limited commands, and those commands are stored in user bin. This is the path where the commands are stored, user bin. The dollar sign, which represents regular user, or like the pound sign, it represents admin user. An admin user has two parts to his or her commands. They're stored in user S bin and user bin. User S bin contains admin commands only, which means the admin has full access to the entire server through these commands. Okay. Okay, so alright, so I have another server I just brought up. Let me port into that server. I'm going to put in the IP to the server. Okay, alright. I'm going to use this server in my house to demonstrate. Let's finish the user account parts. So, and let's keep going. So the command to display your path is the echo $path. Let's type that in my server, echo $uppercase path. And you see, don't worry about all of this other long lines, but importantly it tells us you see user as being, user being, root being. It goes chronologically, user dash in this and the color in this in this. It's just like that all the way to root bean. That's how we display that's the command display our path. Okay, so it's just essential to know where or what directory or location of user of the commands where they are stored, because sometimes you go to an interview, they ask you what's the path to display a user command or user mode commands or admin command. What's the path? You have to know. It's user bin or user s bin. You should be able to say that. Now there is a command that comes alongside all of this. I didn't put that in the notes. Which command? This command determines the location part of the command. Okay, so determines location part of the command. So what this means is, for example, we have commands like ls, ifconfig. You can use which command to tell where this commands you want a specific command is located. Okay, e.g. we will type which ls or which ifconfig. Let's try that in a server. You can do which ls, and you see it tells me ls is located in bin ls. You see, it gives me the path to ls is located. In the bin directory you find ls command. Okay, so that's what all of this means. You can do which ifconfig, you enter. ifconfig is in sbin, ifconfig is not in bin. You see, I'm able to get out of this as super user or root user. Okay, so that's the location of a command. I can type which grep is located in bin grep. How beautiful that is. Alright, so let's try the wget again. I'm gonna bring up the class website one more time, copy this, come back to my server, type let's create a new directory, move into the directory, and then copy and paste that file from the class server. pwd, root, ls. See the directories I have. Oh, I have a directory called practice. I'm going to use that. So cd practice. ls was in practice. Okay, so that's content in practice, different directories and files. Go to wget and then paste, right click to paste the file and hit enter on my keyboard, and boom, that worked. So that's the file that homework2.txt was saved. If I ls again, I'm going to see it. Now it's one of the files in that directory. See, so that's how we wget into the Linux server. Now that worked. It's pretty easy with wget. Okay, let's proceed. So the next topic on our list of topics is creating links. So in Linux, there are two kinds of links. Okay, there is, let's put it this way, there are two types of links. One is symbolic or call it soft links, and the second is hard links. So what are links anyway? Symbolic or soft link and hard link. In Linux, when we talk about links, what we are referring to are directories created or files that exist and multiple people have access to them or to it. Okay, say a typical example, I have a directory called directory1. Okay, and in directory 1 there are important documents in it which I need like 5 different people or different departments in the company to have access to those directories. Okay, I can create a soft link or a hard link, into another person's account or give them access to that same directory that it's like a file and print sharing in Windows, where if you remember file and print sharing, you have 2 computers, one directory with content in it or one folder with content in it, and the both can access the same files or information in that folder from different computers. So that's what it's similar to. That's what we're doing in Linux right now in links. Okay, so let's keep going. So I'm gonna give us little notes on creating links in Linux. Let's see how I'm gonna organize this. Okay. So the first one, symbolic or soft links. Let's say it is a direct shortcut to a file. File or directory. So what I'm saying is a direct shortcut to a file or directory. Whereas a hard link, it is a clone link to a file. Clone is like exact copy. Okay, it is a clone link to a file. Symbolic or soft links. soft link can span a file system. Okay, it can span file system. That means you can cover the large portion of the file system in the server. Okay. While hard links cannot span file system. Okay. Soft link will be disabled if the source or original file is deleted. Okay, so if the source original folder or file is deleted, the soft link becomes inactive, is disabled. So disable the source for hard links. Hard links will survive if the original file or source file is deleted. Okay, because it's an exact copy that was created somewhere else. Okay, so that's some little notes to differentiate links, soft links, and hard links in Linux. So let's see how the links are created. Okay, the command to create soft link and hard links, and how we can identify a soft link and a hard link in the system when it's after it's been created. Okay, so to create a soft link, command is ln so links is s, and then the file or directory. Okay, so which means put this command ln dash space dash s, then you put in the file or the directory, you know, you're creating a link for. Same with hard link. The command will be just ln and the file or directory. And there is no dash s when you're creating a hard link. File or directory name comes next. So let's practice that in our server. Okay, so I'm going to create a hard link. So I'm going to say ln to have t1 ln hw-2 .txt make a link of that text file in T1. Let's see if this is going to work. Hit enter. So what I just did was this file, which we copied using wget, and make a link, a hard link of it into this directory called T1. Okay, which means this file can be seen in this directory, whereas it is not, whereas it's just a link in this directory. Let's verify that. Okay, I can take a cd into T1 ls, and there it is. You see, there is the file. That is a link. Okay, let's do ls l. And the same thing. Let me see out. I'm back in practice. So we just created a hard link. Okay. Let's create a soft link. I'm going to take the same file, this homework-2.txt, and put it in this time D1. So ln s hw-2.txt, and I want to put it in D1. And enter. Okay, now cd. I don't even have to cd, and ls. Okay, I do D1. I just ls D1 from practice where I'm sitting to see the content of D1, and there it is. You see, the file is there as a link. Let me ls-l D1. Wow, why did I do that? Because I want to show you this. I want to teach you this about this. So with soft links, there is a way to verify if a file is a link or not. With hard links you cannot, because it's a direct clone. It exists independently and same just like the original. And with soft links, because it is not independent of the original copy, you know, because if the original file of the directory is deleted or removed, soft link becomes disabled. And when we do ls-l to list out the attributes of a file or directory in full like this, we tell that the file is a link when we see an L. You see the L right here and the arrow. Okay. So the permission attribute, all of these are what we call permission attributes. Okay. So the permission attribute of a link, because hw-2 file is a link right now. So the permission attributes of a link file or link directory will start with an L. Okay, just like you see. And it has this arrow that points to the source file or directory. This is where it is coming from. So when you do ls-l, you see the permission attributes of a file or files or directories in a directory, and you come across any one that has an L at the beginning like this and an arrow pointing to the source file, know that's a link. Actually, no, that's a soft link. Okay, hope that is very clear. So that's how we create soft links and hard links in Linux. They are copies of files and directory, created for others to access without actually moving the information. But others can have access to the same file directory, and modifications can be done right there on the fly while production and things are still going on in the company on that server. If you have any questions, we can always discuss this in class or during our next class before we proceed. Okay, the last one is the su command. We have seen that already, but notwithstanding, let us cover the su command. Okay, the su command of switch user or super user. Su command switches user from standard user to super user. Okay, so one. So su command to switch from standard user to super user or vice versa. We just type su. Okay, then enter the password of the root account to which to switch to. 2. To assume the role of another user while logging to the profile. Assume the role of another user. Okay, while logging into the profile. You do su, then the user account name. For example, e.g. I can do su jdo. So what I'm saying right here is this. Let's say you are Mary Jane, and you want to assume the role of Jdo. You su and then put his name Jdo to get access into Jdo's account, to work like Jdo, but you're sitting in your own home directory as Mary Jane, but you want to work as Jdo from Jdo's account. That's just assuming a role. Okay, that's why we su the username or the account name. Okay. And note, you require to enter the person's password. Okay. Third one, to assume the role of a profile of another user. Okay. So this one, you're not assuming just the role or your profile, you're assuming the role and the profile. So to assume the role and profile of another user, we've seen this before. The su space dash then username. use with instead of account name, e.g. and the SU space dash Mary Jane or MJ. So this time around you're moving from your account into Mary Jane's account fully, assuming her role and profile. Okay, and note you still have to enter the password. But if you're a super user, you don't enter any password. As super user, you have full access. As super user, okay, super user has no full access. Right, that's it. Super user root. Super user root, you just SU J2, for example, SU dash J2, and no current password required. Okay, so I'm not going to do this on the server because we did in one of the previous classes. If you don't remember, go back and watch the notes, the video, or check your notes and practice this in your server. And that's it. Oh, let me give you a little exercise. Some exercise to do. Let's see. So let's continue. Let's wrap it up. So exercise, one little exercise will be this. Create a folder for the user account with the following specs. Okay, username will be Japan. Full name John Pam. Okay, we know the regular specs. What else? Username Japan, full name, home directory, so slash Japan, the regular password, school one. Okay, and that's new account. create a directory called linking. Okay, then move into, let's call it link indirect. Create a directory called link direct, and in that directory create a link with the following. Put the link with any file, and create a file, a link. Okay. Soft link. Okay, soft link. Okay, in that directory, in that new directory, create a new account, create a directory called link directory. Okay, in that directory, wget the file, wget using this URL. Using this URL bracket, duplicate this URL in bracket. Okay, duplicate that file. Then create a soft link of the file. In a new directory called direct. Okay, good. So that's the exercise, and during next class I'm gonna take a look at it. Good luck. You can always contact me if you have any questions on any difficulties or technology of difficulties, and during the next class we'll go through together. Alright, take care. Bye.